Good day, greeting students. I am very happy to meet you all again in grade 11 economics. So we are in chapter 7 correlation. Part A and part B in economics. So our part A is statistics for economics and we are in chapter 7 correlation. So first let us recall what we have done so far. So in correlation we know that correlation means analysis, okay, or examining what? Relationship between two or more variables or x variable or y variable relation பத்தி நம்ம படிக்கிறது தான் correlation னு சொல்றோம். Systematic analysis or systematic exam. சரி, between variables and how it is done, children? Systematically. நமக்கு என்ன தெரியணும்? What is a relationship? Whether is there any relationship? ரெண்டு வேரியபிளுக்கும் ஏதாவது ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் இருக்கான்னு தெரியணும். Then change in value of one variable, whether it affects the change in value of another variable. ஒரு வேரியபிள்ல இருக்கிற சேஞ்ச் இன்னொரு வேரியபிள அஃபெக்ட் பண்ணுதா அப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்க்கணும். The next thing is which direction it goes. Okay, என்ன directionல அந்த சேஞ்ச் நடக்குது, same direction or opposite direction ஆன்னு பார்க்கணும். Finally, how strong is the relationship? அந்த ரிலேஷன்ஷிப்போட strength நம்ம decide பண்றோம் இல்லைங்களா? So நமக்கு என்னென்ன இருக்குமா, whatever things we have, we should know whether there is a relationship between two variables. ரெண்டு variables குள்ள relationship இருக்கா, இதனால தான் அது நடக்குதா? Is there any connection between the happenings of two different events? Whether the change in value of one variable affects the value of the other variable. ஒரு வேரியபிள்ல சேஞ்ச் இருக்கு, இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆர் டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுதுன்னா இன்னொரு வேரியபிள்ல சேஞ்சஸ் இருக்கா, என்ன டைரக்ஷன்ல அந்த சேஞ்சஸ் இருக்கு? That is, one variable increases, another variable also increases னு நம்ம சொல்றது சேம் சொல்றோம். So one variable x increase ஆச்சுன்னா y increase ஆச்சுன்னா that is in same direction. and அத நம்ம என்ன கோரிலேஷன் பார்த்தோம்? பாசிட்டிவ் கோரிலேஷன். இல்ல, one variable increases and another variable decreases, or one variable decrease another variable increase. அதாவது when they travel in the opposite direction அது travel பண்றப்போ என்ன மாதிரி இருக்கு அந்த ரிலேஷன் என்னன்னு சொல்றோம்? நெகட்டிவ் correlation இல்லைங்களா? So and how strong is the relation அதுல தான் இருக்கு. So what are the types of relation we had? So the types of relations or relationships we had was, what were they? Cause and effect, then coincidence, then a third variables impact. Third variables impact. So what are the things? Cause and effect na enna? ஒரு variable change இருக்கிறதுனால தான் இன்னொரு variable change இருக்கு அப்படின்னா cause and effect relationship னு சொல்றோம். Coincidence means two things happening at the same time but no relation. அது எந்த விதமான ரிலேஷனும் இல்லை. Then the third variable's impact. அது என்ன மாதிரி? இந்த ரெண்டு வேரியபிள் இல்லாம இன்னொரு வேரியபிள் and then we spoke about simple, partial, multiple relation. So simple na rendu variable study pandrom. Multiple partial na even though we have many variables, talking about only two important things is called as partial variables. Nammala assume pandrom important. Multiple அப்படினா taking into account all the variables, but that is not happening on a regular basis. Okay, then we spoke about positive, negative, perfect, imperfect. Then we had the linear, non-linear. So linear and non-linear na enna nama paathom, that is linear means it comes in a straight line, non-linear means it is in a curvy line. That we should know. Linear eppadi maarumo, it will have a straight line, and when we have a non-linear relation, it will be a curve. நம்ம ஏன் இத பத்தி பார்க்கணும் அப்படினா, the next technique that we are going to discuss is called Pearson's coefficient of correlation. adukku if you want to calculate the correlation based on Paul Pearson's technique, which deals with numerical value, adha deal pannum numerical value deal pannum. So that means you definitely should have a linear relationship. Anga non-linear relationship you cannot put that into effect. So linear relation eppadi irukum, it will be a straight line, can be either positive or negative. Ana eppadi da irukum, it should be a straight line. Whereas non-linear line when you have a curve, okay, when you have a difference in movement, like a straight or different or non-linear. Where in about we discussed a lot about scatter diagram today. So the techniques, right? Techniques for measuring correlation, isn't it? That's what we are discussing right now. Techniques for measuring correlation. என்ன மாதிரி டெக்னிக் யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம correlation மெஷர் பண்ணனும் நம்ம பார்க்கணும் இல்லையா? Techniques for measuring correlation. What were the techniques we discussed? We have scatter diagram, then Pearson's. Why Pearson's? It was given by that person. Coefficient of correlation, okay, coefficient of correlation, and one more is Spearman's rank correlation. That is actually a deleted topic, but still we are going to know what is that all about. Okay, so dealing with scatter diagram, previous session scatter diagram that it is the simplest method. So there will be scatter points on the graph paper. Okay, individual observations. Scatter points are marked on. Okay, first thing is that we saw about a positive correlation. So positive correlation, positive correlation means when one value increases, another value also increased, and that had an upward rising straight line. So idu nama enna sonnnom, positive correlation. What was the negative correlation? What is the negative correlation? When one value increases, another value decreases. Opposite direction of the travel one, it will be a downwards falling straight line. You will have scatter points around the line. Adana negative correlation. The next thing is we had no correlation. That means there is no line at all. And then we had the perfect positive correlation. Same upward sloping line, and instead of scatter points around the line is 50, the பக்கத்துல scatter point இருக்கிறதுக்கு பதிலா அது மேலே ஓகே மேலே இருக்கிறத நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம் perfect positive னு சொல்றோம். Okay, finally perfect negative. Same way downward sloping, and on the line you have the scatter points. Then it is called as perfect negative correlation. Why are we discussing this in detail? நம்ம இதையே first பார்க்கறோம் அப்படினா for these relations only you can find the coefficient of correlation. இது மட்டும் தான் இதுதான் first step. Okay, the first step in Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation is first you need to make sure that it is a linear relationship. Linear la நம்ம என்னன்னு பார்த்தோம், linear correlation la நம்ம என்னன்னு பார்த்தோம், that it should have a straight line, right? It should not have a curve. It should have a straight line. Let it be positive or let it be negative, but it should be linear. அதாவது அதோட curve, அதோட placement, அதோட plotting எப்படி இருக்கணும், that it should be in a straight line. Okay, there should not be any curves. இதுதான் first point. So நம்ம scatter diagram discuss பண்ண 7 diagrams ல இந்த 4 தான் எதுக்கு eligible to find the Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Because yes, scatter diagram lets you to visually examine. Visually நம்ம பார்த்தா நமக்கு தெரியும் இது என்ன correlation, but to calculate it with numerical values இங்க என்ன involve ஆகுது, you are dealing with numerical values. We are not talking about numerical values. Are there any numerical values in scatter diagram? No, there are no numerical values in scatter diagram. So this is also known as product moment correlation coefficient or simple correlation coefficient. What are the other names? Product moment correlation, product moment correlation coefficient, or simple correlation coefficient, simple correlation coefficient, or what is the one more term we have here? It's also called as the Pearsonian coefficient or correlation. So நம்ம என்னன்னு பார்க்கிறோம், Pearsonian coefficient of correlation. From its name, Pearsonian correlation coefficients. These are the various names we give for this technique. In the techniques where என்னென்ன name நம்ம சொல்றோம், product moment correlation coefficient or simple correlation coefficient or Pearsonian correlation coefficient னு நம்ம சொல்றோம். And what is more important, we need first என்ன check பண்ணணும், நம்ம first step என்ன நம்ம check and that too there should be a linear relation between the variables. Non-linear irunduchina you cannot have a coefficient of correlation. Non-linear variables ku idha nammala kandupidikka mudiyadhu. We have to go only for a linear correlation or a linear relation also. So if the true relation is of the linear type, then we can go for the Pearson's coefficient correlation, and it will tell us the direction and intensity of the relation. So what will it tell us? It will tell us the direction and intensity of the relation. Here we name pannuvolla positive, negative, perfect positive, perfect negative. Idella edha soludhu? The direction and intensity. Same way, the Pearson's coefficient of correlation also will tell you the direction and intensity. So namakku adu positive ah negative ah enna alavukku correct ah correlate aayirukku namakku solluvom. But first thing, you need to make sure that it is linearly related. Okay, and how do you do that? So you need to first draw scatter diagrams. Okay, scatter diagram la namakku straight line ah theriyum. Verum data vechi namakku adu straight ah irukka illaya namakku theriyadu. So you have to first draw a scatter diagram and then go for the Pearson's correlation coefficient method. So we are going to find, or we are going to derive the formula that should be used to find the Pearson's coefficient of correlation. So we the techniques for measuring correlation. We actually have 3 techniques and we are going to discuss 2 in detail. So scatter diagram plotting the points given x variable ko y variable ko enna maadhiri changes irukku vechchu நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம், plot பண்ணி graph sheet la line straight line ah varudhu. What are these scatter points? Individual markings, frequency illama individual markings irukku adha நம்ம mark பண்ணிருக்கோம். Alright, so positive na when both the variables, the changes go in the same direction. This increase in one variable will lead to increase in another variable. That's positive correlation. So increase in one variable will lead to decrease in another variable. அதாவது ஒண்ணுல பாசிட்டிவ் சேஞ்ச் இல்ல, இன்னொன்னு நெகட்டிவ் சேஞ்ச் இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கறப்போ அது நெகட்டிவ் கோரிலேஷன். ஸோ இதுலயும் இண்டிவிஜுவல் அப்சர்வேஷன்ஸ் நம்ம ஸ்கேட்டர் பாயிண்ட்ஸா லைன் பக்கத்துல மார்க் பண்ணணும். When do you call it the perfect positive? When the scatter points lie on the line. Line மேலே அந்த பாயிண்டிங் எல்லாம் எங்க தான் இருக்கு, லைன் மேலே தான் இருக்கும். You call it perfect positive correlation. அதுவே in a negative correlation, when the lines are plotted, when the dots, when the scatter points are plotted on the line, then it is called as a perfect negative correlation. இதை நீங்க first find பண்ணணும். Okay, then we move on to the Pearson's coefficient of correlation, where you can deal with numerical values. நம்ம numerical values use பண்ணி அந்த correlation ஓட direction and intensity find பண்றதுக்கு நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ற டெக்னிக் எதுமா? The Pearson's coefficient correlation. What are the other names for it? Product moment correlation coefficient, simple correlation coefficient, Pearsonian correlation coefficient. So இது மட்டும் y. Now we are going to have x bar and y bar. Every x bar and y bar. So what are the variables? X and y are your variables. So first we will do arithmetic mean. That is x bar is equal to sigma x by n. Similarly, y bar is equal to sigma y by n also. Okay? It's just that arithmetic mean x bar is equal to y bar. Alright? What next? And their variances are as follows. Variance is the square value deviate பண்ணி நம்ம இந்த வேல்யூ கண்டுபிடிப்போம் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டீவியேஷன் அதுதான் நம்ம இங்க பார்க்கணும். So for these are the steps. For sigma square என்ன இங்க ரூட் நம்ம எடுக்கல sigma square of x is equal to, how do you give it? Summation of x minus x bar. Deviation கண்டுபிடிக்கணும் இல்ல square by n நம்ம பார்க்கணும். இது என்ன மாதிரி x minus x bar நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோம்? d ன்னு சொல்றோம். நம்ம அதை எப்படி எழுதிக்கணும்? summation d squared by n ன்னு எழுதுவோம். இல்லைங்களா? வேரியன்ஸ் அதுதான். So இந்த d squared நமக்கு என்ன? x minus x bar அதுதான் நம்ம எழுதிக்கணும். சரிங்களா? அதுதான் நம்ம இப்படி டிவைட் பண்ணி எழுதிக்கணும். So how can you take it? You can take summation x by n, okay, summation x squared by n minus x bar square. இது தனித்தனியா நம்ம ஸ்கொயர் தனியா கொண்டு வரோம். minus x bar நம்ம வெளியில கொண்டு வரோம். ஏன் x bar வெளியில கொண்டு வரோம்னா ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு n இருக்கு. Alright, that's why we bring it out separately. Similarly, sigma square y into zero. Sigma square y is equal to summation y minus y bar whole square by n. How do you write it? Summation y square by n minus y bar square. ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை, நம்ம derive பண்ணிட்டே போயிருக்கோம். அவ்வளவுதான். இங்க இருக்கிற x minus x bar தனியா பிரிச்சு summation x squared by n தனியா போட்டு minus x bar squared வெளியில போடுறோம். டிவிஷன் இல்லாம தனியா வெளியில போடுறோம். Okay? So the standard deviations of x and y are the positive square roots of their variances. So covariance நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோம். இது என்ன positive square root எடுத்தா positive squares எடுத்தா that will be the variance. Just for standard deviation. Clear? என்னன்னா summation d squared. Summation d squared na you will get your standard deviation. Clear? Alright, now the covariance. Covariance of x, y. Now covariance is விஷயம் பார்த்தோம்ல, so you are going to bring it together. What is that? Square root. இது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணா நமக்கு கிடைக்கும்? Variance நமக்கு கிடைக்கும். It is told that you have to do just a square root. When you do a square root, these squares will get cancelled now. Right? That is what we are doing now. Summation x minus x bar and what is the one more value? Y minus y bar by the whole n. Okay, we x is equal to small x that is equal to x minus x bar, y minus y bar and y. How do you take it? Summation x y by n. If we grow this summation xy by n into sigma x by sigma y. இதெல்லாம் வேல்யூ நம்ம கிட்ட இருக்கு. sigma xy எங்க இருக்கு? இதெல்லாம் நம்மளோட summation xy. n நமக்கு தெரியும். sigma x எங்க இருக்கு? sigma squared x நமக்கு இருக்கு. square எடுத்துட்டா we get the sigma x and sigma y also we get. So how do you write it? R is equal to summation xy னா என்ன? இதுதான் நம்மளோட summation xy. என்ன விடுங்க? summation xy is this. So summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n into summation sigma x into sigma y. So அதை நம்ம எப்படி கொடுக்கிறோம்? ரூட் குள்ள கொடுக்கிறோம். ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டிவியேஷன்ல so we get root of summation x minus x square and by summation root of summation y minus x square. This is your equation number 2. What is your first equation? This is your equation number 1. Okay? How do you derive it? Next step நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? இது ஏதாவது நம்ம வந்து கம்மி பண்ண முடியும் இல்ல எக்ஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ண முடியுமா? நம்ம எக்ஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுவோம். So நம்ம அடுத்து என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? R is equal to என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கோம்? summation xy minus summation x into summation y by n again divided by, this is all derivations children. How this formula we are getting is what we are seeing. Okay, please don't get confused. See slow and steady. Summation x squared minus summation x squared by n. This is not yet seen in a standard deviation. The formulas are standard deviation la paathirukom direct method la. Okay, these are seen in direct method. Use that. Okay, into root of say summation y squared minus summation y the whole squared by n. Okay, these are different values. They are summation y squared, summation y the whole squared. They are different values. Okay, moving on, we are going to move on to our fourth equation. That's the final thing. Okay, how are we going to get our fourth equation? So we are going to bring the n. Okay, the n is there, right? So bringing it up and down and exchanging its values, you are going to get n into summation, what r is equal to n summation xy minus summation x summation y by root la irukra n எடுத்துக்கோ. root of n into summation x squared minus summation x the whole square. These are different values. Okay, into root of n summation y squared minus summation y the whole square. இங்க இருக்கிற என்ன கீழ கொண்டு நம்ம மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணோம், இங்க இருக்கிற என்ன மேல கொண்டு மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணோம், because it's in division, right? So how many divisions will you do? It's confusing, right? So like that, when you multiply it, you will get your fourth equation. All right, this is how you will find the covariance. Okay, correlation, coefficient. In the next session we will be talking about we'll be talking about how you find it practically and what are the properties of correlation coefficient. We'll see in detail about the steps we have to take. இதுல நம்மளோட values நம்ம கொடுக்கறப்போ you will get your answer. In the next session we will start with discussing your properties of correlation coefficient, and then we will be continuing with some example problems, okay, for our understanding. Right children, so நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம்? What is our first statement? That is summation xy by n sigma x sigma y அப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். or இதெல்லாம் என்ன? or தான். r is equal to which value you are getting, based on that you are calculating. சரியா? So summation x minus x bar y minus y bar divided by root of summation x minus x bar root of summation y minus x minus x bar the whole square y minus y bar the whole square. The next is summation xy minus summation x into y by n divided by root of summation x square minus நம்ம direct method நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கிற covariance and standard deviation அவ்வளவுதான். okay, summation x the whole square by n into root of summation y square is equal to summation y by n the whole square. So when you derive it, you will get n கொண்டு multiply பண்றப்போ n into summation x y minus summation x into summation y divided by root of n into summation x square minus summation x the whole square root of n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square. Okay children, take your time, பொறுமையா பாருங்க, 3 தடவை பாருங்க. and again if you didn't understand, please feel free to reach me out and get your doubts clarified. I'm stopping with this for this session. இதெல்லாமே நீங்க கொஞ்சம் புரிஞ்சுக்க ட்ரை பண்ணுங்க. It is very easy if you can understand twice or thrice. You will play it and see. Okay, thank you and may you all have a wonderful